Namaskar and welcome to the session. This session is meant for providing useful guidance for writing essay for the upcoming OPSC mains examination. We all find essay writing sometimes a confusing issue, not a complicated issue, but a confusing issue for most of us. We are unable to know in what way should we write the essay or what should be the best strategy to complete the essay so that we can target at least 125 out of 250. Okay, we shall discuss the some important relevant aspects of writing essay in this short session. Okay, so that is target 125 essay writing. You can welcome to the session. And now I open the session with a very relevant topic, relevant thought. Every right carries corresponding duty. Okay, this is not only the thought of the day but also a probable topic for our upcoming essay examination or mains examination in essay paper. Okay, so this type of essays are common. And nowadays, if you have gone through the recent OPSC or UPSC previous year questions, essay questions, you must have found there are more focus on these topics like the quotes or philosophical topics. Okay, you have to expand the meaning and write in different perspective. Okay, so that is the essay. Every right carries corresponding duty. You have to analyze. See, first of all, we have to remember that we need to write the essay in, you can say, in more than say like 1200 words, more than that, 1200 words. And 1200 words, writing an essay in 1200 words is not an easy task. Rather, it needs in-depth analysis of the things. And what you need is multiple dimension. First of all, मन रखो जोटा तो हमें देखुचे कि there will be an introduction, there will be paragraph, there will be conclusion, no doubt. But first of all, मु भाबुची गोटे multiple dimension उपरे हमको लिखियो पड़ियो. Multiple dimension माने मु जोटा कहली कि there every duty has a every right has a corresponding duty. First of all, you can begin with a quote. Suppose you can begin with a famous quote of on the basis of this topic. You can basis a quote, famous quote. That is a quote of the quote. For example, the main source of right is duty. The chief source of right is duty, said by Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, that means you are writing a quote on the basis of related to the topic at hand. Don't write any the vague or aligned quote for the topic. Don't write any topic, then any quote that is not related to the topic that you are going to write. Okay, so write particular quote. Suppose this is a quote ki the main source of right is duty, said by Mahatma Gandhi. तो मैंने you can begin the introduction रे कि one man's, suppose you write that one man's right is other man's duty. Right and duties are inexplicable. where there are rights, there must be corresponding duties, because one man's right is other man's. So this expand this term in introduction, or you can start a story also. You can still gonna give you an example also. Ki suppose we want to be treated equally. It is we have a right to equality. If I think I have a, you can write this way also. If one thinks that he or she has a right to equality in the society, everybody should treat him equally. He or she should not be discriminated. On the other part of the thing, he or she must remember that he or she should treat others equally, and he or she should also respect others' right. That is equal. It is a mutual dimension, mutual aspect of the things. If I am respecting others' right, that means I am performing a duty to respect other rights. So itself, right carries a duty, because if I have a right, then I have a corresponding duty to respect the same right of others. That is the meaning. So write in that way. Then introduction you can give in 5 to 6 line, dimension, multi-dimension रे मान different aspect रे तुम लिखी परिवो. Rights and duties are like two sides of a coin. The rights without duties will be a danger, or will be meaningless, will be cruel, will be, they could see different dimension you can speak. Then give examples in the paragraph in the body रे. Body जे तो हम 1000 2000 word तनु corresponding examples सूरा दे चला. Examples सूरा दे चला. कि suppose a person has freedom of speech and expression. Freedom of speech and expression. Then he has a duty not to spread hate speech, not to spread communalism, not to hurt others. He has a duty to not to hurt others by way of his speech or by way of his words. That is also a duty. Therefore, rights and duties are inalienable. The right to beauty, right to education. Right, if a person has right to education, then he has a duty to use the education for the betterment of the society, not to the detriment of the society. Okay, so this way is the best way. Then give some various examples. Freedom of movement, give freedom of speech and expression, freedom of assembly. Though I have a right to freedom to assemble, but I should not be a part of an assembly which is detrimental to social cohesion or social unity. Similarly, I have a right to vote. So I have also a right, that I have also a duty not to misuse the right, or not to cast my vote by taking money, or by being politically motivated, or being partial. So एमती केते there are number of rights. So जदि प्रति गोटे rights ऊपर you are writing 2-3 lines, then you have 10 to 12 rights you can write, and that will be a very lengthy content. Then you have to write the constitutional provision for rights and duties. It will also take 100 to 150 words. तापर constitutional provision ऊपर लिखिए. Constitutional provisions, that part 3 contains fundamental rights. Apart from fundamental rights, there are also constitutional rights like right to vote, right to property, all these things. Then the constitution also contains certain duties. In part IVA 51A, there are 11 duties which contributes to the realization of fundamental rights. If one suppose there is a duty to promote common brotherhoodness, then right to freedom of religion, right to equality will be promoted. If I have a duty to promote fatherhood, I should not discriminate people on the basis of religion, race, caste. Semti lekhiye about expand kariyo. When you get dimension to write the essay, you will write. So we can say, similar way, either the constitutional provision के तापरे जदि किछि माने जो challenges to rights challenges गुड़ा add कर दी परियो challenges to realization of rights. There are still domination, there is still case issues of violation of rights, especially of the downtrodden section, especially of the privileged section. एमती गोटे डायमेंशन करियो तो मेजर जिनस हला कोन मेजर जिनस हला तुमरे कोन ना आउ गोटे सेमती सिमिलर एसे देखो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मोरालिटी एंड गुड गवर्नेंस ये भी गोटे सेमती बड़ जिनस अछि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मोरालिटी तो प्रत्येक एसे रो प्रत्येक in every essay what you will do first number one choose a best quote if you remember choose a best quote so that you can write on that perspective 2-3 lines से quote उपरे हमें किछ लिखि परियो और quote of the day परे quote of the day माने quote related to so required strategy में जदि कहबी required strategy धर हमें कहबा required strategy कहबा गोटे मिनिट required strategy जदि कहबा प्रथम हला choose a quote possible quote relevant to topic then introduction रे expand the quote and or add a story relevant to topic तापरे choose possible dimensions को डायमेंशन लिखी मु अगर राइट्स जंती राइट्स गुरा लिखिली तार ड्यूटीज गुरा लिखिबी तापरे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल प्रोविजन लिखिबी तापरे तार चैलेंजेस लिखि सेटा हला डायमेंशन माने को एस्पेक्ट रे हिस्टोरिकल पर्सपेक्टिव रे कल्चरल पर्सपेक्टिव रे रिलीजन पर्सपेक्टिव जेते पर्सपेक्टिव हेई परिबो से पर्सपेक्टिव में लिख परिबो पॉसिबिलिटी इट हला मेन जिंस गिव current examples provide a critical analysis of the things kana there are learn number word limit adhika achi critical analysis out promising ethical conclusion ethical conclusion then there are rights and duties रे तुम लिख पे rights are inalienable they are essential for realization of full potential of human beings material physical mental educational spiritual growth of human beings no modern state can exist without assuring certain rights to people and rights will be meaningless if they are not followed by corresponding duties. So it is the need of the hour is to ensure that rights and duties are both understood by each and every person in the society. Understanding in the concept, in the underlying substance of these two concepts is beneficial for securing democratic governance. जहाँ लिखे हुए it is not कि there is a specified way to write and furthermore your language should be simple not should be tough or ornamental or technical language which is very beyond it's not understandable so practicing is very matter and so therefore what you need you collect some 50 collect first of all collect 10 to 15 to 20 topics which are relevant they are appropriate jura relevant achi there are digital ethics in AI application of AI hela ki climate change and sustainable development hela jura emerging topic semiconductor upare juta aschi project egura सब लिखेबर एवं जे कोनसी कॉन्सेप्ट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मोरालिटी हला एनवायरनमेंट उपरे कोनस तो चूज फर्स्ट कलेक्ट सम कोट्स appropriate to the area governance पढ़ले मु कोन कोट लिखिबी से एटा पढ़ले मु कौन कोट लिखबी एनवायरनमेंट ऊपर हेले कौन कोट लिखा हबो कि एथिक्स ऊपर हेले कौन लिखा हबो एआई ऊपर कौन लिखा हबो एवं डिफरेंट फिलोसोफर मानकर जोगुरा परपेचुअली सिग्निफिकेंट कोट्स गुरा अछि सेगुरा हमको लिखले बहुत बढ़िया हबो ठीक अछि आ गोटे बेस्ट स्ट्रेटजी हैला कोन कि राइट स्मॉलर पैराग्राफ्स एक्सप्लेनिंग द मीनिंग गोटे गोटे टॉपिक सेंटेंस गोटे धर तुम फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच राइट लिखुच राइट और करेस्पोंडिंग ड्यूटी लिखुच राइट टू वोट एंड ड्यूटी टू कास्ट योर वोट in a rational way, in a democratic way, without being biased by money or partisan consideration. सेटा गोटे ड्यूटी रहा तुम तो सेमती सब राइट्स रि तुम छोट छोट दीटा दी तीन राइट्स गोटे गोटे पाराग्राफ कर लिखिल सी भी भल कन्स्टिट्यूशनल प्रोविजन गोटे हेडिंग कर तो एगुरा सब हेल्ले कौन हम ना डायमेंशन ठीक रहा तेणु आमको जो कॉन्सेप्ट अच्छी गवर्नेंस है गवर्नेंस क्वेश्चन आसीपे गवर्नेंस से आसीपे फिलोसॉफिकल एसे एआई रिलेटेड एसे एनवायरनमेंट रिलेटेड एसे एंड सब डायमेंशन है पर ठीक अच्छे तो दिस इज ए वेरी शॉर्ट सेशन दैट आई हैव brought and discussed the strategy see that there is a long different way differs from person to person but overall गोटे मेजर एस्पेक्ट मु कहबी कि जेतेबेले when you choose a topic you must ensure that you have multiple dimensions to write the question dimension माने केते केते एरिया ऊपर तुम लिखियो को हिस्टोरिकल पर्सपेक्टिव रे कोन लिखियो प्रेजेंट पर्सपेक्टिव रे कोन लिखा हबो मेडिएवल कांसेप्ट रे लिखा हबो कि कोन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल प्रोविजन अछि कोन तार डायमेंशन सब जते डायमेंशन द मोर यू हैव डायमेंशन द लेंथियर द एसे लेंथियर हबा दरकार कारण मेनली कोन वी आर फंबल्ड वी आर कंफ्यूज्ड to write 1200 words on a topic because we have less number of dimension हमें किछि लिखि दे रहि जाऊ तेनु सेटा तापर एग्जांपल्स हला ओके ठीक है so if I plan if I am planning to bring a particular topic to write on a particular type for your upcoming mains examination so keep watching OPSC Adda OPSC channel and if you have any you need of any guidance program for your OPSC examinations you have our batches like this okay so this is my channel telegram channel and WhatsApp group you can join also and for any foundation guidance my personal guidance I am giving also through Google Meet people are joining there are two batches OCS foundation batch and public administration optional batch if you are interested to join for any specific topic like essay or individual topic or overall guidance or public administration optional you can contact me over 93487 98237 for holistic guidance I'm my personal batches you can contact me and you can join if you want then if you want to join online courses we have answer writing batch and we have also Prarambha and the batch is Sreshta batch is going on also so you can access there here you will get comfortable guidance for your OCS prelim examination online it is valid for more than 1 year and you can get it in our Adda store को गले तुम पाई परियो if while purchasing you can use my code Y963 usually you can get discounts Y963 okay so either you join me online through Adda OPSC store apps or you can contact me for joining my personal batches okay best of luck this is a long strategy keep patience and be honest to your preparation dedicate your real time so that you can achieve your dream thank you very much god bless you